Hey guys, welcome to a video that's very different than usual. Normally, I have a full script, I edit all these things, I gather all this film footage, but right now, I just wanted to make a video, kind of different, more like a podcast style video where, look, I'm moving my mouse around, like I'm here talking to you directly, just before the season starts and kind of debrief every team because I want to give my opinion on every team before the season starts, see what changes, see what stays the same, see if I'm right about some stuff, and yeah, let's just get into it. And we're not going to be doing the usual FDC tiers. I don't know, I feel like these are kind of arbitrary and don't really mean anything, so I'll kind of make some different tier names as we go along. And that leads us to our first one. Right now, we'll create what I like to call the Big Three. Like I said, this is something new, so if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. I'm trying to get better at this kind of thing where I'm just going off script. So let me know what I can improve on. Let me know if you like it. Thank you. Anyway, for obviously, number one of the Big Three, gotta be the Oklahoma City Thunder, the 2025 NBA champions. Had a very dominant regular season, kind of had some bumps in the playoffs, but that's exactly what we're going to get into. Yeah, just one of the most dominant regular seasons of all time, one of the most winning teams of all time, and they basically are an AAU team. They're extremely young and retained all of their guys except Adam Flagler, I think, and yeah, they've just gotten more mature. Nikola Topic, he had testicular surgery, but I think he'll be back after missing his rookie season. Thomas Sorber, who they drafted, which is insane because he's another excellent defensive wing, but unfortunately, I think he tore his ACL, so he'll be out for the season. Yeah. So that really sucks, but it doesn't matter to this team's championship aspiration, if I'm being honest. Yeah, they're just because they basically retained all of their guys. Shea is 27 now, J-Dub is 24, Chet is 22. This team had a team in NBA history has never been set up to win this much, like with this much young talent and this much draft assets. They won the championship as the youngest team to ever win a championship and still have a treasure trove of picks. Think LeBron James when he first went to the Cavs. They had oh my god, they were surrounding him with this just shit rosters, but the Thunder are able to surround Shea with these amazingly constructed rosters that fit him perfectly. And the thing is, they're gonna be better this year, man. They're gonna be better. It might not show in the win total. Maybe they get to 70, maybe, but I don't know. That's very, very hard to do, especially because they're not gonna try every game. Like against the Blazers, one game this season, Shea was just sitting for rest. I don't think they care that much about setting any records like that, but they will be better, noticeably better. And you heard it all year before the playoffs that the Thunder aren't ready. They don't have that. They're too young. They don't have that championship lock-in factor. And it was just a bunch of bullshit. But it was kind of true at some points, but they kind of overcame it. And that's what I wanted to talk about, that the Nuggets gave them super trouble. J-Dub was struggling. Chet was struggling. Even Mark Daigneault had some coaching issues where he fouled up 3 in game 1 to let Aaron Gordon hit that game winner. That was an amazing moment for me, but it was not too great for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Kind of scared them. But still, time and time again, they proved everybody wrong. Think the Game 5 against the Nuggets was one of the most heartbreaking things that has ever happened to me. So, yeah. They win against the Pacers, and J-Dub, from learning from that Nuggets series, went from struggling to literally dropping 40 in the finals with an injured wrist. That's how, man, that is just so impressive. Chet is already a top 5 defender in the world. If only he can take that offensive leap, I could see the Thunder having Shea average 30, Chet averaging 20, J-Dub averaging 20, Lou Dort still being one of the best defenders in on the team while providing elite three-point shooting, Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, Cason Wallace. Like, man, their seventh man would change most teams in the NBA's life. So I expect the Thunder to be better. I expect the Thunder to be better this year. And if you want to choose the Thunder as your championship favorites, like, how am I supposed to argue with you? They're an elite team. The Atlanta Hawks, I will call, this will be the B tier, but I will call it teams that can make a deep playoff run. Ooh, why did I say earn? Run. The Atlanta Hawks are perfectly in this tier. I really like their offseason moves a lot. They've surrounded Trae Young with exactly what everybody's been clamoring for. Off-ball 3-and-D guys like Porzingis. Obviously, the runner-up defensive player of the year, Dyson Daniels still. If he can knock down some threes, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And most importantly, Porzingis. They gave Trae Young an insane pick-and-pop stretch big, one of the best to ever do it. He struggled mightily with the Celtics in the playoffs, but I think he's over that, and I think this is a contract year for him too, so he'll want to play his ass off to get a bag. Just an elite offseason from the Atlanta Hawks. The Boston Celtics is a really weird one because I don't like this team. I don't like having Jaylen Brown as my first option. I think Jaylen Brown has become severely overrated to put Jason Tatum down, and I feel like this roster will go nowhere in the East, even though it's a weakened conference, because Tatum is so valuable. I don't think this team is going to win a lot of games, if I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to put them in. This is the D tier, but it's not really the D tier. Again, we'll be making some more tiers. So this tier I'm going to call play in hopeful. And that's where I think the Boston Celtics will go, because I don't like this roster, man. If I'm being honest, Jason Tatum, who's out, Derek White, who will probably be their starting point guard. I think Derek White could actually sneak into an all-star game. I think that could be very cool for Derek White. Obviously, they have Jaylen Brown, and Peyton Pritchard is going to put up so many threes. I think Peyton Pritchard is actually really good. Like, he's really good. I really like Peyton Pritchard, actually. But the biggest issue with this team is the center depth. If we go to position and look for the center, they have Luka Garza and Neemias Queta and Chris Boucher are going to be their center. That is insane. That's insane. That's crazy, dude. And not to mention Anthony Simons. I don't think he's the Celtics style. I think they got him to flip later on because he doesn't play any defense. He puts up a lot of threes, which the Celtics like, but he doesn't play any defense at all. So I think they will use their 3-point like reputation to get a stock up and flip Simons. So I think that's the Celtics plan. So I'll keep them in plain hopeful. Maybe I'm underrating Joe Mazzulla and his insanity just a bit, but I'm gonna stick with this. The Brooklyn Nets. See, obviously gonna be one of the bottom tier teams, but fun, bad watch. Normally, I would put the Brooklyn Nets in the fun, bad watch tier, but I have come to a realization about something. I will be watching a lot of Brooklyn Nets games early on in the season. I think Michael Porter Jr. on the Brooklyn Nets will be fucking hilarious because he's going to put up so many threes and he's going to be doing whatever he's going to be doing whatever he wants. He's going to be doing his podcast on the side. He's just going to be saying the craziest shit in media. Michael Porter Jr. is going to have a blast, but by the end of the season, I'm going to get tired of it. They'll probably start benching Mike at some point. They might flip Cam Thomas midseason. They might even flip Mike midseason just to fully commit to a tank, which they haven't done last year, which they didn't do last year. They were winning way too many games last year. And yeah, I really think they fumbled this draft, man. I'm not a big draft guy, but they had 5 first-round picks in this draft, and that's a record-breaking amount. And still, I don't even like any of their prospects. Again, I'm not a big draft guy, so if you're really high on Yegor Damon or Danny Wolf, please let me know if there's something I should be looking forward to. But I'm not a fan. Brooklyn Nets, very, 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 very bad job. The Charlotte Hornets would be here. See, but this is how I feel about the Celtics, man. Because I can't even. Are they better than the Hornets? No, never mind. Dude, Mason Plumlee is their starting center. I'm putting the Hornets in a fun bad watch. The only reason I'm putting them in a fun bad watch is because of Brandon Miller and Con Knuppel. I think Con Knuppel is going to be an excellent role player in this league. Like, going to be amazing. Oh my God, I hate this roster. They got Colin Sexton, which does I don't care. Dude, I've never been the biggest LaMelo Ball guy, so maybe I'm being a little too harsh, but I do like Brandon Miller. I think Brandon Miller could do a lot. He was shooting that bitch this year, bro. He wasn't. What was Brandon Miller shooting this year? Yeah, Brandon Miller was just getting shots up this year, and that's what I like. He didn't play a lot of games. The season kind of was like a nothing burger for him, but I really do like Brandon Miller. I do. So I'm not the biggest Hornets guy. I'm not the biggest LaMelo Ball fan, but Brandon Miller and Con Knuppel, I will be keeping a close eye on. Bad team, bad watch. The Chicago Bulls. No, oh my God. See, this is why the tiering is so weird, because they could easily end up in the play-in, but I hate this roster. Vucevic should have been traded so long ago, man. They waited until his value just fucking plummeted to keep and he's not even on the trade market right now. Like, that's the thing. Kobe White's not on the trade market yet. Patrick Williams, no one wants that contract. Ayo Dosunmu, nobody's gonna get because they don't want to trade. Like, oh my God, they could have had Michael Porter Jr. and Zeke Naji for Zach LaVine midseason. I remember we were trying to get that trade done, and they refused it. Like, oh my God. And they traded Zach LaVine for, what did they get? What did they get back? Like, what am I tweaking on? Oh, they got back like fucking Kevin Hurt. Like, dude, Michael Porter Jr., you guys should have just taken it, bro. So frustrating. But the one bright spot on this team is Matas Buzelis. Matas Buzelis, I love. I'm taking Matas Buzelis first overall in last year's draft. Like, very easily, very comfortably, I'm taking him first overall. It just sucks that he had to be drafted to Chicago, even though he's from Chicago. Like, it's just so frustrating because they're never gonna actually like accomplish anything with him there because their front office is just so incompetent. Alex Caruso, Josh Giddey trade is still gonna be looked like. I still look back at that trade in shock. They didn't receive any draft capital back from literally the greediest bastards in the NBA. They just refuse to make any smart moves, man. Like, that's it. And I feel very, very sorry for Matas. Not really though, cause I mean he's still a millionaire, playing in Chicago, like getting his shots up. But still, Cleveland Cavaliers, another one of the big three. Pretty comfortably the best team in the East to me. They almost got to 70 wins last year, which nobody, including myself, ever expected, especially Kenny Atkinson coming in, changing this offense, creating this insane three-point generating offense, one of the most dominant offenses we've ever seen. They were fucking blowing teams out of the water, dude. They were killing everybody. Donovan Mitchell rises his game to the playoffs every year, scoring 50 every single year, putting the team on his fucking back. Darius Garland has still yet to show us anything in the playoffs, which makes me very, very sad because I really do love Garland. I think there's a world where they can get Jarrett Allen for somebody like, I don't know who. Maybe we could get, if the Magic don't work out, Franz Wagner, welcome to Cleveland. We can get it done. But yeah, I still think the Cavs are comfortably the best team in the East. Like, their combination of defense, depth, and especially three-point shooting, offense, like, nobody can keep up with that combination in the East. The Knicks don't have the defense to compete, and the Orlando Magic sure as hell don't have the fucking three-point shooting to compete with them. Like, I am very confident saying that. As for right now, before the season started, don't come at me in June. I'm just saying right now. But yeah, man, like, the Cavs are just elite. The only thing I can criticize them for is that they let Ty Jerome go, which really sucks. I mean, they kind of had to because they're the most expensive team, I think, in the league. I think it's them now. Now that Katie's and Beal are off the Suns, I think it's them now. Yeah, it just sucks that Ty Jerome's gone. I know he kind of stunk it up in the playoffs, but he was really good for them, man. Like, he would always be able to generate a paint touch with that ridiculously beautiful floater of his, and he could kick it out to the corners. Like I said, they're just a monster team at generating corner threes, and I just feel like Lonzo Ball and like his grandma knees can't replicate what Ty Jerome did for this team. So even though Ty Jerome's gone, and I really will miss him on this team, they still have DeAndre Hunter, Max Strus, Sam Merrill, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell. Like, they're still loaded. Not to mention Evan Mobley. I have not even mentioned Evan Mobley. Oh my god. Evan Mobley this year could probably be the Cavs' best player. Like, I'm just saying it flat out. He could probably... Evan Mobley could start touching, like, top 15 combos. What was he this year? Like, top 25? And... oh my god. Mobley, just amazing. Mobley. That's all I can talk about with the Cavs, because Mobley is showing so many flashes. It's not even flashes at this point, bro. Like, he's like that already. I don't know why I'm saying that. Like, the next leap Mobley can take is a superstar leap. That's it. Okay, Dallas Mavericks. I think people are overrating this team a lot. I think we'll call this tier the 6 to 7 seed. I think this team is very, very, very overrated. People are like, oh, when they get Kyrie back, they're going to be fucking nasty, bro. This team is so deep. Like, dude, Kyrie multiple times has said that he's not trying to force back a comeback. He doesn't want to try and rush anything back because he wants to take care of his body. Like, who can blame him, dude? So I think people are severely overrating this team. They have D'Angelo Russell starting point guard. I could be easily proven wrong, though. Cooper Flagg could just average 20 out the gate. That'd be crazy. He is an elite defensive player. Their defense is gonna be nasty, though. That's the thing that's gonna win them a lot of games, because you're gonna have AD at the 4, a mix of Lively or Gafford at the 5. Where's PJ Washington gonna play? Is PJ coming off the bench? I don't know. I'm not tapped into Mavs rotations like that. But PJ, D'Angelo Russell. I think that's cool. I don't know how many games AD is gonna play. And Derek Lively, the Luka merchant. Yeah, bro, that was crazy, man. I think they ranked him like over Cade in last year's ranking because Luka took them to the finals. That was fucking ridiculous, man. Now this is what we're gonna talk about: the Denver Nuggets. I am so excited for this season, man. I am so excited for our season. Oh my goodness. Just the moves have just been brilliant. Flipping Michael Porter Jr. For Cam Johnson. Getting his deal off when they thought he'd be like a fucking Kevin Durant clone. So now they have Cam's contract, which is basically half as cheap. We were able to get Bruce Brown back. We got Tim Hardaway Jr. And we got Jonas Valanciunas. Again, I said this last video, but I think people are really severely overrating Valanciunas. He kind of stinks. Like, he really is a very, very poor rim defender. He's much better than DeAndre Jordan on offense, though. That's what I was saying. DeAndre Jordan kind of just like left the league, man. Nobody said anything. The Nuggets were the highest scoring paint team last year. Like, they were very dominant in the paint. Obviously, when you have Nikola Jokic, who does not miss at the rim, you're going to be a very great paint team. Especially Aaron Gordon cutting. Russell Westbrook had his best rim finishing season in like years. But if we look at percentage of points from threes, obviously the Celtics are going to be up there. When you have Tatum, Drew, Derek White, Porzingis, like they just chuck them. They chuck them. But if we look all the way down here, the Denver Nuggets are dead last. Next to the fucking Orlando Magic, bro. The Orlando Magic had the worst spacing last year. They couldn't hit any threes. But look, that's just how the Nuggets were, man. Because the Orlando Magic, they couldn't hit threes to save their lives. Like, look at this, man. The Denver Nuggets are dead last in threes attempted. They didn't want to shoot any threes, man. And the Orlando Magic were 18th. They were 18th in threes taken. So many nights I would be watching games and I would just be like, oh, tonight's going to be another 3-point variance game where we just lose because they're shooting more threes than us. What I can't look past on this team is the defense. Like, it's still not elite, but Christian Brown was playing great defense on Shea in the playoffs. Anyway, Denver Nuggets, my championship favorites. I'm not biased. Sorry. Anyway, Detroit Pistons. Can we see a Pistons conference finals appearance? I don't know, man. The spacing isn't good. You know what? I feel like being an asshole today. I'm not doing it to be mean. The Detroit Pistons were one of my most watched teams last year, but I think the Detroit Pistons will be a playoff team. Like, they will just be a playoff team. They'll get eliminated by, like, the Knicks, the Cavs. Like, they can't beat the Knicks. They can't beat the Cavs. I'm sorry. Just as the roster is constructed, they had Malik Beasley last year. Beef Stew dealt with some injuries, but if he could shoot some threes, maybe. If he could shoot more threes, that'd be great. He could be an elite shot-blocking three-point shooter. That'd be great. But I don't know, man. The loss of Malik Beasley just hurts this team so much. I know he had Butterfingers like to end their season, but he was phenomenal last season, bro. Like, he really was. Him and his little shaking booty. It really stinks that he was in debt to his fucking barber. Because now he leaves his team in the dirt. They're not in the dirt. They're gonna make the playoffs, but you know what I mean. The Golden State Warriors will be playing hopeful this year. I mentioned it last video. I'm just not gonna fool myself. I'm not. This team is so fucking old. Steph is 37. Jimmy is 36, I think. Draymond is also 36. And they just signed fucking Al Horford, who's 70 years old. And I know he's very valuable. I know he's for the past couple years, especially during the Celtics title run, like he would get picked on defense, but he's like, fuck, you can't pick on me. I'm Al Horford, and he locks again, like, Giannis down while splashing threes. Like, Al Horford is great, especially because Steph has never had a reliable stretch big. I mean, unless you count Draymond, who would play some center most of the time. But when even Draymond Draymond has never shot the ball like Al Horford. But this team, Steph and Jimmy have never been the most durable guys. Like, I just can't get my head around that they got injured in the same playoff run, bro. They got injured to Jimmy broke his ass against the Rockets, and then Steph pulled his hamstring against the Wolves to end their season. Like, I don't know, man. This team, if Steph goes out, Jimmy's gonna have to lead the team, and that's gonna look really bad. If Jimmy goes out, Steph is gonna have to deal with what he did last season, where he was just getting triple teamed all the time, and Kuminga's killing all the vibes of the team, and he's gonna want some touches because it's a contract year. Hey, man, hopefully Steph proves me wrong, because Steph is the greatest point guard of all time. I don't care what anybody says. Steph is the greatest point guard of all time, the second greatest offensive player of all time. Like, Steph can raise this team, but the health of it all, the Western Conference of it all, I'm not bought into the Warriors this year. The Houston Rockets is a very, very interesting team, because about a month ago, I would call this tier the Big Four. I would put this team as the Big Four. But now, with Fred VanVleet tearing his ACL during this summer, which is very, very unfortunate, I am going to put them in our new tier called Almost There, Buddy. The Houston Rockets are such a weird team because last year they were playing through Jalen Green and as their first option offensively. I know Alperen Sengun probably got the most touches. Like, I'm not even gonna go back and check it. I know he did, but Jalen Green was their primary ball handler. He was their primary scorer. Fred VanVleet was so valuable. Like, especially now that Jalen Green is gone, which thank God, but they traded for Kevin Durant, so they don't have him anymore. Especially now that he's gone, the Rockets don't have any ball handlers to like reliably play 48 minutes a game like that. And there's 3 alternatives. So first is obviously Amen Thompson, who has talked about playing point guard before, like he did at OTE, which I'm a big fan of. Really I am. It's just gonna get it some getting used to, and it might result in some losses. But hey, man, if Amen can get those ball handling reps and get that handle tighter, I think he is easily an All-NBA player this year. Really, like All-NBA third team while being first team All Defense. Like, that guy is special. He averaged just like 14 points this year, I think. Amen averaged 14 points this year, basically off of just using pure basketball IQ and athleticism, just using his cutting. His first step is ridiculous, getting past people, but it's that handle and the shooting that's letting him down. If we can just get that handle up, All-Star, All-NBA, let's get him. Kevin Durant is a weird one because they basically swapped Jalen Green, Kevin Durant 1-for-1. Dylan Brooks is isn't a bad loss for them, but it just kind of sucks. But replacing Jalen Green for basically the greatest scorer of all time, like, I don't know, the greatest scorer of all time is between him or Jordan. Like, it's that for me. But that's just so difficult to try and play through KD. And when KD has never been the healthiest guy, like if you look at his game log, he played 62 games last year, but he's never been durable. And that's what's gonna suck, because if they create these schemes to play through KD, to have a pick and roll with him and Şengün, it'll be very strange come playoff time when they Şengün, Amen, and KD all want touches, and they have to try and mesh together what they were doing during the regular season. So, and especially the Reed Shepherd of it all, who, man, if Reed plays, the biggest strength of this team to me is easily their defense and just their pure girth. They're a very long team. So counting out Reed right now, if their starting 5 is Amen, Tari, or Dorian Finney-Smith, who isn't available to start the season, so we're gonna say Tari for right now, KD, Jabari, and Şengün. That team is huge. That team is massive. The Rockets were already the second best defense behind the all-time OKC team. If you put Reed Shepherd, the sophomore who didn't get a lot of playing time last year and is a very small guard, they're going to pick on him every time. Because why would teams want to go at these elite defenders like Amen and Tari when they have Reed Shepherd on the floor and they could just pick on him? I think if the Rockets had Freddie, they'd be up here. But for right now, they're almost there, buddy. And let's talk about the Pacers. The Pacers, they're making the playoffs. I said this last video. I still think the Pacers are making the playoffs. Obviously, Halliburton, get well soon. Not to be a dick, there was a reason Siakam won Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I still think it should have been Halliburton, but they have another all-star in the team in Siakam, man. Like, Nembhard rises his game to the playoffs, so he should rise it to the regular season. Like, now that the opportunity presented itself, Benedict Mathurin is a great scorer. He could use this opportunity. Aaron Nesmith, Johnny Furphy, dude, like that could be sick. Underdogs, man, like every round we underrated them more and more. So I'm done underrating the Pacers. Let's hype them up instead. The Los Angeles Clippers, they are no longer under investigation, I think, until like February. So I think they're gonna be a good regular season team. I can't see them making a playoff run. I really can't. Like a deep playoff run, like where we see them against the Thunder in the conference finals. I can't. They had their chance last year and they fucked it up. I really do. I really think they did. They should have beat Denver. They should have beat Denver. And it makes me so upset because they were one of the hottest teams to end the league, and I even picked the Clippers to beat us when the playoff bracket came out. I picked against the Nuggets because I was just so afraid of the Clippers, and Kawhi, like, he gave us that magical game too. That was amazing, right? But then he was just like, for the rest of the series. Like, he was still Kawhi Leonard, but he was never like that game 2 version of himself. He was never 2019 fucking like Terminator Kawhi, right? I love Kawhi Leonard, but he's going to load manage this season, especially under the scrutiny he's getting. I expect him to load manage. John Collins, I like that addition. He after he was only shooting like 35% with the Hawks from 3, but in Utah, he's been shooting the 3 ball very, very well. He took like 4 threes a game and shot almost 40%, which is incredible for John Collins. And he'll be getting a lot of open looks from great floor spacers like Harden, Kawhi, and Nicholas Batum on the team, and Bradley Beal. Which Bradley Beal, great contract, like $4 million for Bradley Beal, who is still a great offensive player, but it kind of worries me because kind of like the Reed Shepherd thing that I mentioned earlier, Bradley Beal's gonna get picked on a shit ton in the playoffs. He's easily the weakest defender on the team, so why would teams want to go at Derrick Jones Jr., Chris Dunn, when they could just get Bradley Beal into the action? And I think they really messed it up last year, man. Norman Powell, Derrick Jones Jr., and Chris Dunn not showing up, like, it really fucked them up. I spent like a Harden Game 7 too. They should have beat the Nuggets, and they messed their chances up. This team is older. They're the unction for a reason. Like, I can obviously see this team making the playoffs. James Harden's always gonna make the playoffs. I can't see them beating the Rockets. I can't see them beating the Thunder or Nuggets. The Lakers are a playoff team. They just are a playoff team to me. I feel like an asshole because I think Luka's going to be phenomenal this year. I think he's going to average like 33, 7, and 7. 33 is too much. I'll say like 37 and 7. But yeah, I think Luka's going to have a phenomenal year. He's not going to have the counting stats that he did in Dallas, where he was like 35, 10 and 10. That's not happening with LeBron and Reeves around. If you looked at their starting 5 of Luka, Reeves, LeBron, Rui, and Ayton, none of those are positive defenders. Luka was getting fried by Jaden McDaniels in the playoffs. Anthony Edwards was taking Austin Reeves' lunch money. And LeBron is great when he locks in, but you can't ask this 41-year-old man to be the anchor to a championship defense this late into his career. I think LeBron is great on defense when he locks in, like he still is, but dude, night in and night out of LeBron being your best defender while still producing a secondary option on offense, like, that's too much to ask of LeBron, if I'm being honest. And he's not Superman anymore, bro. He's not 2018 LeBron anymore. Like, there's no way, right? Still, they'll make the playoffs. DeAndre Ayton will have an elite pick and roll game with Luka. I'm pretty certain of that. Like, Luka is the greatest pick and roll player we've ever seen, and I think Luka's gonna be phenomenal this year. And that's all I have to say about them. The Grizzlies are playing hopeful this year, man. Like, Ja got his injury announced, where he's gonna be week to week now, and that just sucks because now Ja, Jaren, and Zach Edey are out to start the season. They lost Desmond Bane too, so none of that 2022 core is gonna be playing in the first few weeks of Grizzlies basketball to start the season, which is really rough. And I was originally going to make a video about John Morant last season when he was having that weird slump. And I don't know. I've never been the biggest John Morant guy. Like, I hate how people, to this day, I've seen people be like, if you surround Ja with, like, the right guys and the perfect roster around him, he's still up there with Shane and, like, shut the fuck up, man. John Morant is in Tyler Hero conversations now. Do not compare him to Do not compare him to them. Like, oh man, John Morant, I don't know, John Morant makes me very angry. Like last year when he got his ass beat by the Thunder, he was like, I had him figured out. Bro, you lost by 50. You lost by 50. Fuck you, figure out. Not only that, like, I saw this one thing. The reporter was like, so obviously OKC took a lead. And he's like, what? And he's like, OKC, they took a lead. They did? He's like, yeah, right? He's like, I've been a 2 seed before. Shut the fuck up! They won the championship. You lost in the first round, losing by 50. I know Lou Dort like took out your legs, but damn, bro. Oh, before we move on from the Grizzlies, they got Ty Jerome on a steal of a fucking deal though. Like, he should not be making that much money. That's ridiculous. The Miami Heat are gonna be like the 7th seed as they always are, man. This stat makes me very, very angry. So let's look at Bam Adebayo. In Bam's rookie season, he was taking 73% of his shots at the rim. Sophomore season, 69. Third season, 59. Fourth season, 45. Fifth season, 50. And it's just getting lower. Why, Bam? He's trying to be fucking Kevin Garnett. Look, frequency goes down and the mid-range goes up. I don't know why he's trying to be Kevin Garnett. What are you doing, Bam? This is not you, bro. 55% of his shots are coming from the mid-range. 27 was at the rim last year. 73% of his shots originally were at the... Oh my god. Why, Bam? Why are you doing this to me? He needs... he was taking 17% of his shots from 3. What are you doing? Oh, man. I can't. Tyler Hero is taking a huge playmaking leap, though, but he's not ready to start the season. Bam Adebayo, if you keep playing like this, we're going to have some problems with the offense. So I hope you lock in. He said, people are going to call me crazy, but we're contenders. You're fucking crazy, Bam. You are fucking crazy. The Milwaukee Bucks. Now, wouldn't they be a play-in team? Right? Wrong. Giannis is winning MVP this year. I said it last video. I'm going to double down. Giannis is going to have his best counting stats year this year. I don't think it'll be his peak year, but from like a numbers perspective, I think he's easily going to have his best year. His on and off numbers are going to be off the fucking charts. The team is going to be garbage without him. He doesn't have Brooke. He doesn't have Chris. He doesn't have Drew. He doesn't have, Dame. He doesn't have anybody. Now he's playing with Kevin Porter Jr. and Kyle Kuzma. Like, dude, he's going to put up like 33 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and he's just going to be a one-man army. And that's why, see, this is the difference between the Eastern and Western Conference. This really is. The dichotomy is crazy. The dichotomy is crazy.
And the dichotomy is crazy.
That video is fucking hilarious. But the dichotomy is actually crazy because the Bucks, I'm putting them as like a clear-cut playoff team, and the Warriors are playing hopeful because Steph tweaks his ankle. The Warriors go on like a 5-game losing streak, and they're basically out of the playoff picture. The Bucks, Giannis tweaks his ankle, and the Bucks are out of the playoff picture. But Giannis comes back, they win like 3 games, and they're like the fucking 6th seed. That's hilarious. I'm putting it. The Bucks could go to the Eastern Conference Finals this year. I don't care. I'm not saying that they're gonna make the finals, but I could easily see the Bucks in the conference finals. Like Giannis just going fucking nuclear, like he was against the Pacers, but just like times 50 on his like 2018 LeBron shit. He just goes nuclear, and he gets like swept by the Cavs in the conference finals or something. But I need a good Giannis playoff run, bro. I need it in my veins so badly because I'm so tired of the Giannis disrespect. I'm tired of it. So I hope Giannis gets his mind right, gets his body right, because it's a conference final season. I was gonna say it's not ring season, Giannis. I'm sorry they have you playing with this roster, but you get another MVP. You do. The dichotomy in the West is crazy. Normally, I would put the Wolves in teams that can make a deep playoff run, but I'm done underrating Anthony Edwards. I'm done underrating the Timberwolves. 2024, they ruined my fucking life. During Game 7, that was the most heartbreaking. Oh my god, nice 20-point lead. Gobert hit that fadeaway. Like, that sucked, man. Anyway, that's exactly my point, though. That people didn't expect the Wolves to do that. They didn't expect the Wolves to go against the Mavs in the conference finals. They didn't expect them to wipe the floor with the Lakers. They didn't expect them to beat the Warriors, even though Steph was out. Like, the Wolves, time and time again, are proving people wrong. Jaden McDaniels has another offensive leap. Like, he's like a mini. This is a weird comparison, but he's a very skinny, lengthy guy who can put the ball on the floor. He's like a mini Kevin Durant. Like, he really is. And I don't even want to get into the Anthony Edwards of it all. Year 6 is going to be legendary. I think he's going to average 30 this year. This is why I'm saying I'm done underrating the Wolves, because it is all about Anthony Edwards. I am done underrating Anthony Edwards. last year before the Olympics, everybody was like, wow, Anthony Edwards had a great playoff run. He's like the next Michael Jordan. And then he goes to spend a summer with Steph Curry, LeBron, and KD. He's like, nah, I'm going to come back. I'm going to shoot that bitch like Curry. And then he leads the league in threes. He takes like 10 threes a game and shoots like 40%. Just one of the most impressive three-point shooting seasons we've literally ever seen. All in one summer. Now he wants to improve his post of the game, watching Kobe and Jordan. Go ahead, Ant. Please, let's get that mid-range game right, because the difference between Shea and him in that playoff series was so obvious. Shea has the in-between mid-range game. That's where he eats, bro. That's where he eats. And he's able to bend defenses to his will. But Ant's mid-range game is bad. Like, it's just bad. So if you can get that in-between game, another level. The New Orleans Pelicans. This is where we create our final tier of the tier list, I think. Alright, I'm gonna use this gray. This is what we're gonna call... What the fuck? Like, really, that's what I'm gonna call it. New Orleans Pelicans are what the fuck. And that's also going to be the Toronto Raptors. I know I skipped ahead, but these are my two what the fuck teams. Because, first of all, I'm gonna make a video about these two, so we'll get into it in the future. But the Pelicans, I love Zion Williamson. Dude, Zion's going to hell for cracking that one lady. That's crazy, Zion. But now he's skinny. He looks better than he did at Duke. I don't know if I'm gonna fall for it. I'll be watching. I really do like Trey Murphy. I love Trey Murphy. I like Herb Jones a lot. First team All D while being a great three-point shooter. The three-point shooting wasn't great last year, but I think we'll get back to it. Jordan Poole is gonna be great for this team. Yeah, I do like this team, but I have no idea what they're doing, because Joe Dumars is like, playoffs? Psh, we're worried about just getting our minds right. Like, dude, you traded your pick for Derek Queen. You don't think you're gonna make the playoffs? What are you talking about? Stop with these PC answers. What are you talking about? Toronto Raptors, kind of the same thing. It's like they're just this very expensive team just to be mid. These are easily the two most confusing teams in the league to me, so I'll make a future video on both of these teams in more depth about what I think about their rosters going into next season. So I made this team this tier exclusively for them, just so we can talk about them in the next video probably. The New York Knicks are almost there, buddy. I like the Knicks adding Jordan Clarkson. They got Yabusele. They got Malcolm Brogdon. The Knicks had nobody coming off their bench, man. They had nobody coming off their bench. Deuce McBride, cool. Jordan Clarkson is like 12, 13 points off the bench, man. Malcolm Brogdon was like 6th man of the year a couple years ago. Yabusele was one of the more underrated parts of the Sixers season last year. They took a swing on him after the Olympics and he was great. Like, the Knicks had an outstanding offseason. But the defense, just, it's like Hunter x Hunter when Gon and Killua see Hisoka and he has like the Nen aura. Like, that defense is the Nen between the Cavs and Knicks. Down low, they have Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. And the Knicks have fucking Cat and Jalen Brunson, who they're going to put in a pick and roll every single time. And I still don't even think the Knicks offense can keep up with the Cavs, in all honesty. Like, hopefully, Mike Brown doesn't play fucking hero ball, like Jalen Brunson hero ball at the end of games like Tom Thibodeau did, and they'll be able to have a free-flowing offense at the end of games and not just give the ball to Brunson. If he makes it, we win. If he misses it, we lose. If Mikal Bridges can, please, Mikal Bridges, we don't need you to score. We have enough scoring. Just please try and lock back into those like DP. He was literally getting DPOY votes in Phoenix, bro. Please go back to that. He had that game on Christmas, but the most defining games of the playoffs for the Knicks was those 2 stops in Boston where Mikal Bridges made defensive plays. Please, Mikal. Please get back on defense and you guys will easily be up here. That's why I'm saying they're almost there, buddy. If Mikal Bridges can show me, I'll be more than willing to say, oh yeah, then go to toe to toe with the Cavs. Orlando Magic are a team that can make a deep playoff run. Yes, they can. I like Paolo Banchero. I've said a lot of negative things about him, but I do like Paolo Banchero. I think he's great. I think Franz Wagner is great too. We'll get to it later. I think the addition of Desmond Bane is great. Jalen Suggs is one of the greatest on-ball defenders we have in today's game. But it's the offense. It's the offense. It's the offense. It will always be the Orlando Magic's offense. It's been like a curse of theirs for years. They've never had great offenses. And man, does Desmond Bane open up the floor for them. They got one of the 5 best shooters in the league. But it's not like Desmond Bane comes in and like fixes everything, right? Right? Hey man, if Desmond Bane can open up the floor for Paolo, but it's not just can he open up the floor for Paolo. It's will Paolo stop trying to beat Carmelo Anthony and use his body? If Desmond Bane gives him that space, I better not see Paolo still trying to take 16-foot fadeaway jumpers. Like, no. Please please just drive to the rim, get some fouls. No more. Franz Wagner, if you go ghost in another playoff run, I'm pretty sure this is your last year in Orlando, buddy. Please, I want to see you succeed. I think he'll be an all-star this year, but that 3-point shot needs to come around. He already has a great scoring game. We see how he's able to average. What did he averaged at least like 25 last year. I'm not even going to check. He averaged like 25 last year while not being a great shooter. That's just like how of a great scorer he is. If we can just get to like 33%, man. Like, dude, 29% is not acceptable, Franz. He shot like 18% in the playoffs too. We need Franz to be better. We do. If the team wants to make an almost there buddy leap. I think never mind. I think they can make an almost there buddy leap like pretty early in the season. Philadelphia 76ers are a team that can make a deep playoff run. I'm saying it. McCain already got injured, which sucks, but Maxi's there. I don't think Paul George is good to start the season. VJ Edgecombe is going to be great. I like a Dembona. I need a Joel Embiid conference finals appearance. I need it. I need a Joel Embiid conference finals appearance. I'm done with the slander. Let's do it. This is pure hopium. And if you're getting mad at me like, oh, you say the Warriors can't make the play-in and the Warriors are going to miss the playoffs and the Sixers can make a conference finals. Yes, they're in the Eastern Conference, bro. Very easily the Sixers could be like a 6 seed and then they get paired up with the fucking who would be like the 5 seed. Bro, they could beat the Bucks in a playoff series. They could easily beat the Bucks in a playoff series. They beat the Bucks and then they face like the Magic, who will be like the 3 seed. Bro, they can beat the Magic. They can beat the Magic. That's a conference finals run. That's a deep playoff run. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The Warriors, if they end up as like the 8 seed, they'll have to go against the fucking Thunder in the first round. That's the difference between the West and East. Phoenix Suns, bad team, bad watch. I don't understand the Jalen Green believers. I don't understand why they're like, Jalen Green will have his revenge. You'll regret trading him. Like, bro, he was on the It makes me so mad. I don't hate on a lot of players. I don't. But Jalen Green makes me so mad. He was in the perfect scenario for a player like him. If you put like Colin Sexton where Jalen Green was last year, he could have done the same thing. I promise you. I know that sounds so disrespectful. I don't care. If you put Cade Cunningham and replace him for Jalen Green, who he thinks he's better than, on that team, they probably beat the Warriors. I think they could beat the Wolves. Like, dude, that would be absurd. So why would Jalen Green not work in that system? Why would they trade Jalen Green and all of a sudden in a worse team with worse shooting, with worse defense, why would he work in that system better? Tell me. Jalen Green defenders, if you are listening, I know you guys are probably extinct now. So please tell me why you think Jalen Green would thrive with the Phoenix Suns where he wouldn't with the Rockets when he was put in a great situation. Tell me. Devin Booker is going to probably assert himself back as like a top 15 player this year. I think he's going to have like, man, he could average like 30. I don't know. Sucks that he has to play with Jalen Green though. Portland Trail Blazers. They are playing hopeful. I think they can make the play in this year. Donovan Clingan was phenomenal last year. He only played like 16 minutes a game, but he looked like fucking mini Rudy Gobert out there, man. Like, he was blocking shots so much. Like, let's look at this. He is 97th percentile as a rookie for blocks on possession. Like, that's absurd. He was blocking shots in 4% of the defensive positions he played. That's ridiculous for only 20 minutes a game, dude. Toumani Camara, also one of the best defenders in basketball. People talk about Jalen Williams as like the most versatile guy in the league right now. I think it's a toss-up between Tumani Kamara and Asar Thompson, in all honesty. Fuck Israel. I'm not going to talk about him. Sorry. I feel like he's good. I'm not going to lie to you. He's good. I'm not even going to say his name. Fuck that guy. Scoot has been kind of disappointing to start his career. He has gotten better. I'm not going to lie to you, but he needs to be better if he wants. I saw like that tweet. I know everybody saw that tweet where it was like Scoot inheriting his Drew's defense and Dame's offense, like he could, like a fucking Dragon Ball character. That's funny. I mean, that'd be amazing if he could. But Shaedon Sharpe is gonna be good this year. I think he's not a great playmaker, but I really do like his scoring game, and he is probably he's not sneaky at all. He has the highest vertical in the league, I think. Sacramento Kings, bad team, bad watch. I hope they blow it up this year. Fuck this team. If you want to hear my full thoughts on the Kings, go watch my last video. I don't have the effort to talk about the Kings anymore. I really don't. I'm so sick of it. This roster sucks. But it's also not bad enough to end up in the lottery. And when the Kings are in the lottery, they fuck it up and select Marvin Bagley over Luka Doncic. Like, they trade Tyrese Halliburton. I'm done. San Antonio Spurs. Let's get that plain hopeful. I think people are overrating this team a little tad. They're like, oh, Wemby's going to take that leap. Wemby's going to be phenomenal this year, but the spacing still sucks. De'Aaron Fox is not a great shooter. Dylan Harper was not a great shooter in college. Stephon Castle was a terrible shooter last year. Jeremy Sohan has great defense, but was not a great shooter. Like, this team is not a great shooting team. Wemby's going to have to put up like 11 threes a game. And losing Chris Paul sucks, man. He played 82 games last year. Shout out Chris Paul. Yeah, Wemby went through his Shaolin training and KG and Hakeem training, though, so don't put anything past him. Maybe they could be higher than this. I'm just not a fan of this roster construction. We got bad team, bad watch for the Jazz. I don't... The saving grace of this team is Bryce Sensabaugh. I like Bryce Sensabaugh a lot. Actually, never mind. Kyle Filipowski was like phenomenal in Summer League. Kyle Filipowski was the fucking killing it in Summer League, dude. He was killing it. Actually, Isaiah Collier, he's a great passer. But other than that, man, like, just what a shitty job from Danny Ainge. Like, if he was still working for the Celtics and was doing what he's doing to the Jazz, it would be all over the news as like malpractice, because he like half commits to a tank every year and they never end up on a great team, and he tries to scam people like how he did the Nets, and now he doesn't want to make any trades. Like, he didn't want to trade Kessler for Reeves. Like, are you fucking crazy? And now he gave Larry Markkinen that basically untradeable contract. Get the fuck out of here. Keontae George is not like a young core stable. Get out of here. Get out of my face. Ace Bailey. I like how they forced his ass to Utah. I hope Ace Bailey's good. I'll be watching Ace Bailey and Bryce Sensabaugh. Bryce Sensabaugh was one of the greatest shooters last year, so tap in if you don't know. Okay, I'm putting the Hornets in plain hopeful, but I'm not enjoying it because the Washington Wizards are a fun bad watch. Yes. The Hornets are not a fun team. I will not be enjoying watching the Hornets, but they probably might make the plan. The Wizards, though, I will have a lot of fun watching. They have a lot of young pieces, and unlike the Jazz, they have a young core. Bilal Coulibaly, Eurobasket is scaring me. You're not looking good right now, especially after the season you had. Please lock in. But yeah, Trey Johnson is my favorite rookie in this class. Alex Sarr is going to be amazing. Oh my god, his shooting last year was atrocious. They added Cam Whitmore. Who else? Dude, they have so many guys. That's the one problem with this team. That's what I was going to talk about. Keyshawn George is probably my second favorite player on this team. I love Keyshawn George a lot. Justin Champagnie, AJ Johnson they got from the Bucks. They fucking scammed them. Will Riley, and then you have the vets, Chris, CJ McCollum, and Corey Kispert. I think they'll play Chris and CJ like halfway through the season and then flip them after their value is raised. Please tell me they flip them. Like, CJ McCollum, I think, can be very valuable on a good team. So please trade CJ, get some good assets out of this. But they have a lot of guys. I don't know how they're going to develop that young core like truly and sort out who they want and who they don't want to keep, because there are so many guys to get so many touches, and there are so many limited touches in an 82 game season to develop people fully. So the Wizards, I really do like. I will be watching a lot of Wizards this year. I don't know who is here to stay and who will be here to go. Dude, Corey Kispert was their piece. Now he's like nowhere near the top of their priorities. Trey Johnson, I need you to steal Cooper Flagg's Rookie of the Year. I need that to happen. I need Trey Johnson to steal it. Yeah, so that's my tier list. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this unscripted style video. I know I kind of said a lot, but it's my first time doing this. Please be nice to me. Subscribe. Like the video. Let me know what you think of this format. Let me know what you think of my tier list. And yeah, I'll catch you later. Bye. Take care of yourself.
Spent nights off the diners at my desk. Did time in the tower off the spliffs. I'm not like the cowards on the bench. I'm not like I'm lounging on the bench. Get about and get your shit. Find some power in yourself.